Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader known as Fijian Traders. This is Mr. Singh. Plug Power, ticker symbol PLUG. What a interesting day today. During even in the pre-market, man, it was heating up and it went high of $4.04 on the pre-market. And then we opened up and we tested it back again around at $4.01 was the high, and we couldn't resist, and we came back all the way $3.68, and then kind of going up and down. And after the market closes, I knew it's not going to hold after $3.90, and clearly the market closed around at $3.86. But before I talk on the technical side, I want to share with the fundamental side again, and then we're going to go dig dive again what we expected. And this was expected, and this mentioned in my previous video. It's going to trade a little bit on the sideways, but we made these gains all the way up, so which is a great news. So not a positive news, but what happened is today Craig Coleman just slashed the price target on the plug power, right? Early on Monday, the analysts led by Eric Stearns lowered their price target from $5, the stock to $5 from $6, and maintaining a still buy rating. Doesn't make sense. It's like you put it down, but you still have a buy rating. I guess this happens. Plug Power benefits from the tailwinds company moving towards a positive outcome, where they reported that hydrogen specialists are working to secure a $1.6 billion, as I mentioned on my last video, right? And which is from the U.S. Department. Once this loan gets approved, you'll see a high volatile movement on the stock price, and it's gonna go uptrend crazy on that, right? I'm not saying it's gonna run like AMC or GMC or something like that, but I'd love to. If he has it, I'll take it by all means. But I don't see him making that, but him making a double-digit movement for sure. I can see it happening, right? Um, that would be a significant characteristic for the company facing a liquidity issue. And Jeffrey, another analysis, said the initial momentum of Plug Power, which gains about 20% from trailing for past 5 sessions, likely to reflect from optimism underlying enterprise ability to close the fund deal. Yes. So once the fund, like I said, and that's what I mentioned in my previous video too, that once they secure their fund, you will see a movement on that. So something to keep an eye, definitely, right? And financial consideration of cloud, which we discussed on that, so I'm not going to go back again and talk, because if you have not watched it, go watch the previous video that he put it on, talk about the financial everything, and breakdown on that. But this is more on the technical side. Why did I see that was happening it? But look at my yellow line. It is my WAP line. The pink line is my 200-day EMA. The blue line is the beautiful 60-day EMA, right? So when market open up, we couldn't hold it, we break through on that. But when it came from $3.68, we made it high. We couldn't hold. We were just playing this up and down, and then after that, then we started to recover all the way to $3.90. I was hoping it stayed on that, but it couldn't. We closed to $3.86, right? So on the 5-day, you see that we have still making higher highs, kind of some sort of it, right? But not too much. But it's more trading sideways. But over else, right? Where is on our 1 month, right? And you can clearly see that on my last video that I said it's just crossing over. Now it is a crossover. It's a confirmation on that, but that's why you're gonna see trading over here. Why is that? And I'm gonna show it because my pink line it's my 200 EMA sitting at $6.81, which bounced off today at beautifully at $6.65 today, and the blue line, which is my 200-day EMA, sorry, my 60-day EMA is sitting at right on the crossover at $6.65, which actually bounced off today, right? So you can clearly see that this moving average play a big part when you're trading, because today on the daily it bounced off on the 1 month. So if you're looking some entry level, that could be a good ones too as well, right? So why did he that? Because we still need this crossover, right? We're still on the downtrend right here. When we had this crossover at 375, we went to $5.16, right? So we're waiting for this crossover, but the gap is closing, right? And RSI and MACD still looks great. Nothing to there, even though we had a small bar, it still looks great on the overall side on that, right? Whereas with the order flow for today, you can see from Friday and today we've been gaining momentum, right? We are gaining massive momentum for an uptrend, which is a great sign, because even though today was not there as much as we had on Friday, but it's a good start, right? It is a beautiful start on that. Whereas on the 3 months, right? We still, like I said, we're closing this gap, right? We're trading above the moving averages, which is a beautiful sign on that, right? The way we closed for past 2 days on Friday and Monday, which is still great, still showing an uptrend on that. And then we're going to shift the gear to the 6 months, right? And why the 6 months? It's so important, right, folks? And I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to kind of drag my chart right here. You can see that time and time we tested, get rejected, tested, close to get rejected, right? Tested, rejected, tested, rejected, tested, rejected. I'm just becoming a broken kind of sound right now, but it is right now what is happening with the blue line, which is my 60-day. It's about to merge back again over here. Last time we did that when we were sitting at about $4.14, we got rejected and we quickly came all the way to $2.73, right? Now we are about to close that gap again, right? With this momentum and the volume, you can see volume predicts price, right? So you can clearly see how the volume level is, and I'm going to show you guys right here what is the volume, right? Look at our green bars are coming in, right? A lot of good volume amount is kind of generating right now over here, which is great. On the 6 month chart, $3.87, it is the resistance we had it, and guess what, we couldn't break it today. And even though we are trading a little below two aftermarkets, we did have an uptrend a little bit. Now we see a little bit pullback, so we're trading below on that, but the gap is closing, right? Which is the blue line. It is sitting right at, and I'm going to show you $3.63. So I think it's $3.60. Yes, $3.63 sitting right over here. So the gap is closing really good, and I like to see. I really love what I'm seeing right now, because you can clearly see that we are making this kind of uptrend right now, even though all of from 217 all the way, right? Because the low one time we had 218, we made a run of $5.16. Now we are doing another run right here, but the deal closes it. It's gonna give the invested a big boost, and you'll see a flood coming in, folks. A flood of revenue coming, a flood of investors coming in, revenue, but a flood of investors coming in, where you're gonna see this price gonna push all the way up, right, and test this beautiful $5.65. It still sits as my resistance level. I know the next one sitting is about 516, but this is the one that's going to be defined the solid movement for right here over here. But right now everything is pointing towards it, right? What we got to keep an eye is on the 3 months, right? 1 month we got the confirmation, now we left 3 months, now we have 6 months, right? And there it is closing that gap, right? But if and that's gonna be very, I'm doing the due diligence, try to figure out when is the deal is closing. So stay tuned for next video, because I'm definitely gonna share some insight where we at looking at it when the deal is gonna get closed, right? Because overall on the 5-year chart, right, on the 5-year chart, and that's why I have to go all the way back. I'm gonna show you the 5-year. This is the trend. This is not the trend we wanted to see. We are coming to an area where plug power came back, right? Was introduced it, right? And I remember all the way when we were right ahead, 2019, this stock was sitting at 99 cents and went to a high of $75, right? Right. And now from that has covered all the gaps, covered all these 5-year gaps, and now we have it, right? And but you can see that we are still on the downtrend pattern, right? Nothing is saying that, but what's going to happen is it's each month, right? So 1 month we have this crossover, right? 3 months we need a crossover, which is about to close it, and then 6 months. Once you have that, especially the 3 months is very important, because once you close it, there's no way there's all the way you're looking, it's about $5, right? $5.16 to $5, or $5.02. It's right there where you're gonna see it, right? I can draw my resistance level, but I want to keep my chart very clean over here, because this is something to kind of keep an eye, because we're time and time we're getting rejected on that, right? So folks, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, turn on the notification. I really appreciate you guys support, and asking question about plug power. I'm here for long run. I'm not here for short. I have not sold my portfolio, my plug power account yet. I want to show you where we at on my next video. I'm still here, right? And my plan is to load more shares, but I just want to wait for this confirmation to break out. But everything is looking fabulous, great, and that's why I'm going to do it. And the next video, I'm going to show my portfolio back again, where we at on plug power, and what are the call options that I'm looking at it, because some of the beautiful call options that I'm looking at it. Because if you look at it right here in 2025, right, or even go all the way to 2025, December 2025, you get some good call options, right, at a cheaper price, right? We'll do the price tag at like $5, right? Even if you want to go higher than that, So something that I'm keeping an eye right here to for a long run, right? Because that's something is very enticing at a good price that I definitely don't want to miss it, right? So folks, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching it. Once again, please don't forget to smash the like button, turn on the notification, and subscribe. This is your host, Mr. Singh. Stay tuned for more videos coming up. Thank you. Go Black Power.